The world had faded to shades of gray, the soil barren and the trees skeletal. But in the heart of the mountain village, a flicker of hope remained. Elder Ilara, her face a roadmap of ancient wisdom, unrolled a brittle scroll before Ignis, the chef whose spirit was as fiery as the forges he commanded. The prophecy spoke of a single dish, a meal of impossible ingredients, to be cooked not over a flame, but within the very heart of the restless volcano that loomed over them. A dish with the power to heal the land itself. Ignis, his soot-stained face set with grim determination, looked from the prophecy to the desolate landscape outside. He saw not an impossible task, but a challenge worthy of his craft. Without a word, he turned to his workshop, the familiar clang of metal his only response. He gathered his gear, a cauldron forged from fallen star metal, a spatula sturdy enough to stir the earth, and a fire-resistant apron that had weathered 1,000 infernos. The quest was accepted. The fate of their world now rested upon his shoulders, a weight heavier than any iron pot. His journey began in the Whispering Woods, a forest where the air hummed with ancient magic. Sunlight struggled to pierce the dense canopy, and the path was a treacherous maze of grasping roots. Here he sought the sun-petal blooms, flora that pulsed with a soft golden light, their petals warm to the touch. He gathered them with a reverent hand, their glow illuminating the deepening twilight. From there his path ascended the crystal spire, a mountain of shimmering, jagged peaks. With each swing of his hammer, savory mineral shards, tasting of salt and stone and sky, broke free and tumbled into his satchel. His final ingredient required him to brave the heavens themselves. He climbed to the highest peak, where a furious storm raged, and battled the wind and lightning to capture the purest water from the belly of a cloud, a single drop holding the essence of the storm's raw power. At the summit of the volcano, the air was thick with sulfur and anticipation. The ground trembled, a constant reminder of the raw, untamable power churning below. Ignis worked with a focused intensity, constructing an elaborate system of chains and pulleys over the gaping maw of the caldera. He secured his star metal cauldron, pouring in the cloud water, the mineral shards, and the glowing flora. The journey was over. The true test had begun. He lowered the pot into the volcano's fiery throat, the heat so intense it warped the very air around him. Cooking became a battle, a dance with destruction. Ignis wrestled with the controls, his muscles straining as he guided the pot through the surging currents of molten rock. Lava splashed against the cauldron, sending showers of sparks into the smoky sky. Steam erupted in violent, roaring plumes, threatening to blast his entire setup from the precipice. In one heart-stopping moment, a particularly violent surge of magma snapped a crucial chain. The massive pot tilted, teetering precariously on the edge of oblivion, threatening to plunge into the fiery depths. With a desperate roar, Ignis threw his entire weight against the remaining line, his knuckles white, his feet skidding on the loose scree, pulling the vessel back from the brink. Finally, with a triumphant heave, he retrieved the cauldron. It no longer looked like simple metal, but a vessel of pure magic, glowing from within with an ethereal, pulsating energy. Back in the village square, under the watchful eyes of the hopeful villagers, Ignis began the final act. He worked with the delicate precision of an artist, carefully plating the celestial stew. The dish shimmered with the impossible colors of a sunset and a dawn combined, its aroma a promise of renewal, of life itself. He presented the first bowl to Elder Ilara. As she took a single hesitant taste, a wave of vibrant green swept out from her feet, breathing life back into the cracked earth. One by one, the villagers partook, and with every spoonful, the world was reborn. The trees regained their leaves, the rivers flowed once more, and the sky cleared to a brilliant, hopeful blue. The chef's quest was complete. He had not just cooked a meal, but had served his people a future.